Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, get it, yeah. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking dage.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on Nolan Industries. Today, we're going to be taking out everything that needs to be modified with the welder that my mate's going to help me with. So that's going to be the front cross member, because we're going to be cutting into the cross member and bringing the whole rack forwards, which is going to create an offset on the steering arms, which is going to give us more angle and less bind on the steering wheel, and it just works a lot better. It's where it should be. With the 180, I didn't do this, and I ended up getting rack offset spacers that they join on here, and they're like a right angle, and it moves this arm that way. I think it's back. Yeah, back. I don't know, it moves it one way, and then that creates the same thing, but they keep coming loose. You can either tighten them properly, or you can just move the rack forward, and since the engine's out, it's going to be easier to do that now. So that's one of the things that's going to be happening. Also, obviously I don't need any of this stock shit, because I'm going to be upgrading it to aftermarket parts, and the coilover as well, that can all come out. Also, these knuckles here need to come off, because we're going to do a cut and shut modification on this ball joint here to bring it in more, which also creates heaps more lock, plenty enough for a beginner drifter. That's what the S13 has currently, and it works really well. And then also we're going to be doing lower control arm extension, so we'll just add a little piece in here to extend it to make it longer, and that also helps. These brakes, I don't know what the story is with these, but they're pretty ugly. I think someone shaved off the logo just to try and fit the wheels on there or something rather. But anyway, I'll inspect those. If they're alright, we'll just paint them up, put new pads in there, and they'll be good to go. Hopefully they're R33 brakes, or R32, I don't know, but we'll find out. Just removing all that jazz. Also going to get the diff out, and we're going to weld that as well. So 4 things need to come out: the cross member, the knuckles, and the lower control arms, and then also the diff. And hopefully it should be pretty easy on the hoist. Last time I was mucking around with the diff on the ground, and wasn't fun. So, but yeah, let's smash this out while the sun's still out. I was actually just looking at it, and I'm gonna drop the whole front section all in one go. I just got to disconnect that steering column there, and then undo all the bolts. There's a few bolts up in here, obviously the coilover, and then yeah, this whole section should just drop out. That'll be nice. And then I can work on it on the ground here in the open. Seems like a good idea to me. Alright, that's that disconnected. Also need to buy one of these GK Tech rubbers that go in here, or solid anodized bloody blocks that go in here, because this rubber one is absolutely cooked. Should have demonstrated it just before. Look how much flex that has. Ugh. So that'll be a lot nicer once that's fixed. Just getting the jack into position so that once I drop it, it's not going to hit the ground. No one wants that. Alright, let's start by undoing these massive bolts. This arm's a lot different in the 180, so I haven't seen this before. But if I just undo that bolt, I should be able to get this whole arm out, and then disconnect the brake lines and coil over the strut towers. pretty sure someone put that bolt in the wrong way. They had it going from the inside out, whereas if it was going from the outside in, it would have been a hell of a lot easier. Actually, it might be the only way it fits actually. It doesn't actually fit from this side. Huh, that's weird. You think they'd just make this a little bit wider here just to fit the bloody bolt in and out, but anyway. Oh shit. Well, that's all loose now. Alright, so I don't have the right tool to get the brake line fittings off. So what I've done is I have to get bloody vice grips and lock them onto there and then spin it off. I really need to get a 10mm bloody brake line tool, but I'm not going to be using any of these stock lines. The GK Tech replaces all that. So I'm going to pop all the clips off these and get rid of those lines. Do the same on the other side and then drop the cross member bolts, which there should be 2 under here, and then we should be out. This coilover is just like hanging around in the way, making it heaps heavier than it needs to be, so I'm just going to take that one bolt off and get rid of that. Out of my way. Wow, that was cool. That was my first time doing, like, dropping anything out of the bottom with a car hoist, so that was a bit of a learning curve. So next time that'll be easy as. Let's finish undoing all these bolts and get all the parts off that we need to get off. Pretty much get rid of all this stock jazz and just remove everything, get it ready for welding. Alright, so I got most of this apart, but just want to show you a little tip. If you've got these castle nuts and a ball joint underneath, the best way to get it off is to loosen off your nut, flip your nut over, and then smack it with a hammer so you've got a nice flat surface to hit, and you're not going to smack your thread and ruin the shit out of your thread. So I'll show you that now. Under your nut, as you normally would. And then, so your castle nut was on this way with a split pin through it. Flip it over, screw it back on. So you've got a flat surface here to smack on. So if I give this a smack now, come off. And now you can still loosen it off because the thread's already on there, so it sort of threads it on the way out. Now you don't have to smack it. Loose. And that'll save you from cooking your threads. These ones are pretty much stuffed anyway, but good little tip. Dad showed me that one, and otherwise you're going to end up with replacing things when you don't need it. Okay, I brought you guys up to the bench for this last one because it's a big boy nut, literally the biggest socket I own, and it's in an imperial size, but it fits. It's a big boy. It is a 1 1/4. God knows what that is. It's probably like 34, 35, 36, I don't know. And Makita. Oh shit! Hang on, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. So you whack him in the vise, and there's your wheel. And then you give him some Makita power. Got him. It's a big boy nut. It's bigger than my hand. So I'm just in here mucking around, and I hear this bang noise. Like a couple of bangs, one after the other. I was like, what the heck is that? It's coming from the chicken coop. And lately, one of our chickens, Nismo, she has been going missing at night time and not going in the chicken coop. And then I come around here and I'm like, what the heck? There's a bird up in the tree up there. And what do you know? It's bloody Nismo, our chicken. That's so high. Nismo! Nismo! He's not listening. But he's meant to be going to sleep in his chicken coop. He's not having it. I was shook when I seen that. But anyway, I'm gonna pretty much call it a night. I've been mucking around with these bloody knuckles, trying to get the bearings out. My battery's just about to die, so I'll continue this on tomorrow, and we'll take the diff out as well. Also gonna clean all these parts. Gonna paint these upper arms, whatever the hell you call them, black, because I don't want them to be seen. They're still gonna be in there, but they're gonna be stock. I'm going to paint the subframe a surprise colour, and the lower control arms a surprise colour, and also same with the knuckles, a surprise colour. And it's not pink, that pink's for the wheels, that pink's for the rims. So I'm going to wrap it up tonight, going to edit some more videos, and yeah, let's continue on. Welcome back, guys. It's the next day, and I'm just going to grab all these parts. We've got the lower control arms, the cross member, those are staying, and also the knuckles. I'm going to grab these, and we're going to take them up to my mate's house that's going to be doing all the mods to them for me, and that would be Matt from Car Make Revive. If you guys are interested in getting anything like this done to your car, definitely hit up their page. Great bunch of guys, like so nice. Always willing to help out. Just met him at the track, and yeah, freaking awesome dude. So if you have any questions, even just ask him. They know so much shit about drifting and just cars in general. Also asked him how the hell you get these the bearings out of this Skyline knuckles, and he said there's a jig they have that they press them out. I'm gonna leave that to him. I'm gonna take these and the rest of the parts up to Brisbane right now, and then that's going to be about a 1 week wait for them to get done. Once they get back, I'll be chucking them straight in the Skyline. In the meantime, I'm going to, on the next episode, I'm going to be doing the rear subframe and putting in the solid GK Tech bushings that I have here. These ones here. I don't know how well you can see it because it's dark here. So that's the GK Tech solid bush that goes in, and I'll show you all about that on the next episode. So look forward to that. But yeah, super keen to get some freaking angle mods in this thing. It's going to be sick. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace out.